What's up everybody, thanks for checking out the channel. On today's video I'm going to show you how to regrade your yard. So grading is very important. Typically if people have water in their basement, it's one of two problems. Typically it's grading and eavesdropping. So those are the two big culprits for getting leaky basements. If you've got those two things under control, you're likely not going to have any issues. Doesn't always apply, but 99 times out of 100, that's what the problem is. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I've already gone and regraded this a few years back. This is the existing interlock that was here. We added a few things to it, but all in all, it was back graded. That means that the grading was actually pointing towards the house. My house is, well, you can tell, my house is right here, and this is the yard. And the slope actually sloped to the house, so it would collect all of the water up against the foundation. And this happens over time. Whoever put this in the 80s or 90s or whenever it was, likely didn't put it in that way, but with the neglect on the eaves troughs over time, with the water pouring down and water falling onto the interlock, it percolated through and just settled things over time, and it just leaned the whole thing the wrong direction. So what we've done is we've pulled all the interlock up, regraded it, so we've added some more stone dust and we re-leveled it, and what you want ideally is a 1/4 inch of slope per foot. So for every foot you go out, you drop down 1/4 inch, and the high end obviously being at the foundation, the low end being where you want to shed the water. So you can see I've got my 4-foot level here, and I've got it on the stone over here, and I don't know if you can tell, the bubble's a little heavy on the one side, and if I bring it up, that's level. So I've got just about an inch here, over 4 feet. So again, 1 foot, 1/4 inch, 2 feet, 1/2 inch, 3 feet, 3/4, 4 feet, 1 inch. This is excellent. This is exactly what you want. You just want to shed that water as quickly as you possibly can. So that being said, I still have another area that I have problems with, and you can see it in the background here. I have this downspout here, and it does help me kind of create a bit of a band-aid on that situation until I can address it. So I do plan on interlocking more of the backyard, but in the meantime, that's my solution. So I'm going to show you what's going on over there, what's going wrong. So in this corner back here by the eaves trough, as I mentioned in another video, I extended this pipe to band-aid my problem, and you can see what the problem is here. It's back graded, so that means that this part here is too low, and this is at the foundation. So if it's too low, the water tends to pool in this corner, and you can kind of see it in the concrete. It's kind of peeled away, and it's seen better days, let's just say that. So you could do one of two things in this corner. One is you could add some soil and, you know, grade it away, and you can have some nice slope. And you're probably going to want to add, in this corner, you probably want to add even 4 or 5 inches and just slope it away. But in my situation, what's going on here in this corner is a little different, and I haven't done it because of this. So you can see here where my parging is, it's covering the concrete. So my concrete foundation comes to here, and then it drops, and it's back down here. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to have soil over a brick surface, because you can see here that this hole allows for any moisture that goes into the concrete wall to wick down behind and to trickle out below. If I bring the soil up to an area that I'd like, which would be somewhere around here, I'm going to start creating problems here, and there's going to be some moisture trapped in here, and I'm going to create bad problems. So you can see right here too in the foundation that there's been some issues with some settling in this corner with the water. But anyway, that being said, what I'm going to do is bring some interlock up in this corner, and I'll be able to control it a little more than I would with the soil. I think there'll be enough height there for my interlock to kiss right up against the brick. So just to sum it up, do not, if you encounter this, you don't want to put soil above your brick, because your brick is not waterproof, neither is your concrete really, but there's wood structure behind this, and you don't want wood to get wet. So that being said, as I mentioned, I'm going to interlock this back, and then I'm going to move on with life, and my corner will be resolved, and What I would do at that point too is once I get the interlock done, I'm going to take my downspout and I'm going to put a French drain in. And a French drain is essentially a pipe that goes below grade, and you won't see this big white pipe here anymore. That'll be gone. It's a bit of an eyesore in the backyard, but again, very important for watershed to get it away from the foundation as quickly as possible. So, as always, thanks for checking out the channel. Please smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.